G'day guys, this is still the drama 4500 that everyone has made a issue out of. That I didn't test it when I gave it back to the customer and all this stuff, which is mind-blowing. Anyway, what did I say when I was checking it? I said that the damping, well, it's not really the damping MOSFET may be at fault here because it is also connected to the transmit rail where we had a failure on that voltage regulating MOSFET in the voltage feedback loop. And I knew it had failed, and I don't know where it is. I suspect it might have gone open circuit. And the reason that I suspect it is open circuit because I just cleaned the paint off that little white damping MOSFET there, which is connected through a 390 ohm resistor straight onto the transmit line, which is connected to the coil. And the coil is also part of the receive circuit because it picks up the signal. And you'll be able to see this for yourself. Okay, so we'll get on this little device here and dead short circuit. You can see that dead short circuit, drain to source. Basically 390 ohm resistor connected to the input of the coil to ground. So yeah, like I said, it's my fault, isn't it? It's just one of those parts that has probably been partially damaged by over voltage and has totally failed at the next 1, 2 or 3 switch ons, whatever. And that will cause the biggest drama. So there you go. I'm pulling out all the modifications because of a component failure out of my control further down the track. So there it is. Have a good look at it. There it is sitting there. It's not a stoogey FET. I'll zoom right in on it. You can see it. I'll just move that camera. I don't know if I can zoom in any more than that, can I? I can't. I'm at full zoom. Thought it would zoom in more. Come on, zoom in. No, I can't. Oh, okay. Pointy device. Need a pointy device. Okay. There it is there. That thing. Where am I? There. I hope that's blown up enough. You can see I've just scraped the paint off the legs. Okay. It has not been removed from the board. It is the original paint and it is short circuited. So that explains the big hullabaloo about, like I said before, the engine blows up, the engine is replaced. Next day, the diff blows up, it's the engine man's fault. Like, that is the same logic. I did not make that fail. The other thing too, if it was put onto a faulty coil, it would have failed as well if there's too much current going through it. We're looking at the pulses on these coils. We're looking at the long pulse draws peak current of 2.5 amps and the short pulses draw a peak current of about 1.5 amps into 300 ohms. Is there enough current there through a 390 ohm resistor to take that out? No. But what happens if it had the MOSFET that I had replaced? Oopsie. The MOSFET that I have replaced, you can see the number on that. Go look up the specs on that thing. It's much better than the IRF 9630s that go in there. But if you actually have a look at this circuitry, there's your damping resistor there. Sorry, I've got to lean back here because I've got the camera around the wrong way. That's your damping resistor there. It goes to your transmit circuit to the coil. Okay, and if this did not or failed in a way, see, I don't know, it went to a Minelab dealer first. Did it fail short or did it fail open? This is a big thing because the other component may have been damaged in that event, and that was okay. It may have been avalanched. There's no way of knowing until it lets go. You know, it's akin to the Westgate Bridge falling down. You don't know it's going to fall over until it does. And you know, if people knew beforehand, they wouldn't be on the bridge. Anyway, that's going back in time. But the same thing. So yeah, I've just reinstalled the two AD797s here. Whoops. There you go. I just reinstalled those. They need a bit of a clean-up and white paint back over them, and some components under the board, get rid of the variable frequency, and that is that MOSFET is short circuit, which I will fix that for free because I'm such a good guy, because I'm over this detector. I'm over the amount of drama it has caused, and you know, people speculating and accusing and saying all sorts of stuff. Unbelievable. What I'm going to do with the boards that came out of this, I've got another 45 here. I'm going to put the boards out of this detector, this one, sorry, I'm zoomed in still. I'm putting the boards and the modules, and even I'll put the variable frequency components into another 4500, then I'll test it. And I guarantee it'll work like a bloody charm. But yeah, all over that. See, I got told by people who said they tested this that, and you saw in the previous video that it had no first sample. That is bull dust, bull dust, absolutely bull dust, misinformation, wrong. You know, oh dear me, what do we got? What do we got? So that's that. That is the issue. Let me get right in here. You can have a look at it. There it is, Mr. Dead Short Circuit MOSFET. Okay, so I shouldn't have got so carried away on this, but just the amount of BS that's generated, accusations, you know, and well, anyway, I'm glad it's here. I can fix it up. It'll be fine when I fix it. I'm going to put a beefed up MOSFET in where that damping driver is as well. So this should go forever onwards, and hopefully we don't see it again, because yeah, like I say, I'm over it. I just feel like I've been treated like a piece of dirt. I really do, and it's just nasty and wrong, and to just be blatantly accused of stuff that you know, just really, you don't realise what that does when you say stuff like that, and you don't let me redress it, and you know, just let everything stand out there. It's bloody, you know what it is. Yeah. Anyway, thanks guys for all the support. David's been getting phone calls from people all over the place. You know, some of the guys over in WA have rang up and said a few things. I'm not going to. David actually, you sent me the audio from the calls, but I'm not going to play it because there's a bit of swearing in it. And yeah, that's that. But yeah, I'm going to finish it off, and I'll do another video. But I just up to this point now, so you can see how much time it's been wasting to get to this point now. It's just past 5:30 Eastern Standard Daylight Time, or Victorian time, and I've got to keep going. And yeah, I've got to find myself some MELF resistors and stick them all back in there and solder them up and test everything, and I'll get myself an IRLF Yeah, see, people from still sending messages. An IRLF 214. You can look at the specs of that. It's much better than the thing they got in there. And like I say, that MOSFET on the other side of the board's only rated to 60 volts. Okay, so through that resistor, if there's any issues, and that other MOSFET here goes open circuit, well, you got roughly, I've measured it when it goes open, it's about 250 volts. It's amazing the capacitor doesn't launch like a bloody Falcon 9 because they're only rated for 200, but they withstand it for some reason. And that could even damage that capacitor. It could do a break through the electrolyte and cause a micro puncture into the alloy plates inside it. It's all wrapped around. It's like a big roll of alfoil, basically, with a very, very thin insulator, and it's full of a dielectric oil. It's probably carcinogenic, but don't quote me on that. And that possibly could be done. It could be. I've got to check the resistive dividers off here for the voltage into here, and just make sure that it's not going to have a recurrent over voltage stressed out component failure further down the line that technically is out of my control. So everything I have to do from now on is, like I say, it's all freebie. I'm going to have to do a high impedance voltage test on that capacitor. I might have to remove it from circuit. It's a pain in the bum to do, but we'll do that. Yeah, just so any of you guys know that, oh yeah, upgrades are really easy, and oh yeah, we just throw them out the door without checking it. No, it's not the case at all. It's complete fabrication. Whoever was saying that, and yeah, like I say, I'm pretty ticked off, but I'm going to work on this and just finish it and get it out of my hair. It's just one of those jobs I never want to see again. But I'm going to get it back. It's going to look like it came out the Mine Lab factory at the end of the day. So, that's that. All else is good, but I don't sort of put blame on the customer. The customer has had his ear chewed off by other vested interests, and but what was even said, what was told to David conveyed to me, is that the thing was noisy everywhere. Even through the variable frequency, it was just noisy. And David said, there's some scenario you haven't thought of. And I said, what's that, David? He said, this is a possibility. And I said, what is it? And he goes, someone could have had another detector on out of sight, turning it on and massively interfering with this to make it look like a bucket of, doo-doo. And from what I believe, well, did they do that? I don't know. Is it plausible? Yes, it is. The best way to make someone's detector look like it misbehaves, hide behind a tree and turn another pulse induction detector on. You all know what happens when you get two pulse induction detectors close to each other. It starts going whoa, 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 like that. And that's basically what David was saying. So, like you saw it here in the other video, it didn't do that here. So what's the story? It was low in gain. I know why. Because that thing there has gone short circuit and it needs to be replaced as well. It wasn't short circuit when it went out the door. It must have just turned on an avalanche. Who knows? Like I say, inrush currents, capacitors all discharged, things out of balance when it's, there's no residual charge in anything. And who knows what happened? Who knows? But I'm only speculating. I don't know for sure. I don't know, the more I think about it, the more the mind boggles. I don't know. So But this has been disaster 101, and it's caused a lot of people a lot of grief, a lot of friction, and a lot of attempted leverage to cause problems. So it's a very, very. I'll tell you the truth about this industry. It's been like this for years. There are particular individuals out there, and you know, I know who some of them are. Other people have told me who other people are, and look, believe me, I've had a lot of messages come through, and they are just what Ray said. The armchair warriors, was it armchair warriors? Um, Carry on like pork chops. But you know, the only way to stop this, you know, in all reality, is you just got to fork out the money and do legal action. You'll recover your costs because you can prove damage. We've already had one customer renege on getting their detector done this morning because of what was said by particular people. There you go. That's business sabotage. That is defamation. And you know, you have rights under the law on that stuff. And if it kept on going, you know, they'd run you out of business, and then they'd have their own little whatever they do and try and mop it up in that direction. But that's, you know, like again, I'm only speculating. Just my opinion that what is possible. I must say that, just my opinion. But some of it stands out as very factual, especially what has been written, and that is the big problem for some people. You know, you want to go stick your neck in, you know, in a noose, do so. We'll see what happens. Someone might tighten it. Legally speaking, not I don't mean doing that, but I mean in legal speak. You know, don't say things that'll come back and bite you on the backside, because you know, there's no justification for it. So you know, maybe I would accept apologies or something, but that's probably not with coming. Is that even a word, with coming? Coming? I don't know. Sorry, it's just been a long day. Anyway, guys, that is the problem with this Beastie 4500. And yeah, I'll get it all back together, and we'll just see what it comes up like. Let's put it back to standard. Replace that damping fet, and um, it should be good. What else is going to blow up because of an avalanche event? You know, it's easy proven that went somewhere else and got looked at and it did the same thing again. So obviously, you know, there's some other issues in there. I will have to fire it all up. I will have to do test points, test it all out, and you know, let it do a soak test. I'll probably leave it on overnight. You know, if I come back in the morning and it's black and charcoal, I'll know there's another problem. But I don't think there will be. I think that I'll nip it in the bud this time, and things should be good. You can't. There's not. Well, there is. You know, I've actually put different op amps in it just in case they got hit by high voltage. I've done that. You know, I've I can go and replace the BF 908s and the you know, BS S170s. I can go and replace heaps of stuff, but you know, it's all like, oh, did that get attacked as well? See what I mean? It's Pandora's box. You know, some things aren't as simple as you think. You know, it's akin to replacing a spark plug on your lawnmower because it's fouled, and the next minute the blades drop off. You know, and there's no correlation. Well, maybe it runs better with the new spark plug and the blades weren't strong enough and they flew off. I don't know. Look, you know, I'm just getting to the point where I'm just, yeah, I'm pissed, but I'm calming down. So that's it. That's this one. Sorry for making all these videos about this, but yeah, I just feel aggrieved that I had really no recourse on this through particular channels where it was being aired. And I thought, well, bugger it, there's enough people that I know watch my videos and may inform some of the others, and then it will travel through the group. Trying to hold jello through your fingers or something, and it finally gets through. That's where we are. But yeah, some days are really good, some days are pretty crappy, and this is one of the crappy ones. So yeah, such a thing causes such a drama. Unbelievable. Anyway, this will be repaired and all up and going, and yeah, it'll be out there going more messages. Anyway, catches.